All right, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody having a good Saturday. Hope everybody Friday was pretty good. We had some pretty good results Saturday. Well, Friday, my bad. Friday, I can say. The breakdown did fantastic, I would say. Home runs, I think we had like 30 home runs yesterday. Um, 40, okay, we had 42 home runs. Call him out. Call him out. He was your heat check. Called him out. Call him out. Favorite. Call him out. Call him out. Call him out. Call like we were on fire, bro. Call him out as the favorite. Call him out as well. I think he was mentioned favorite, second favorite or favorite. Uh, mentioned like our top three. He was a straight bet for you guys. This is Max Muncy from the Athletics. Didn't look at him. Didn't look at him. He was our third. Think we call him out. He was our second pick or our third pick. Um, favorite, didn't look at him, mention him. He was our top three. He was our favorite. Didn't mention him, didn't mention him. He was our favorite. He was also mentioned. So we went crazy. I'll say we went crazy. But look, all happiness to the side now. Kind of pissed off. I think I could say that word. I think that's not a curse word. Um, kind of pissed off. And it's because of I'll just say this. I'll try to keep it respectful, but I don't feel like I'm being respected at the same time. So if I get disrespectful, don't take it personal because this isn't towards you or to the people that's watching this, but for that specific person, this is towards you. You got to start reading. I'm about to go and break down. I don't even feel like I should have to do this. You guys should be able to do this on your own time. I'm being lazy. Stop always wanting your handheld and do some things on your own. I want to curse so bad, bro. But I said I'm gonna clean it up. Do some things on your own. All BS aside, bro. I come in here, I do my breakdowns, my very first videos, first week, first 2 weeks, I explain what everything was looking like. If you don't understand what things are, go to the how to. Simply click on the dang on how to, bro. That's all you have to do. Click on the how to pick a home run. Read like how the one female said, take a day off and read, get an understanding. Because as the site grew, this did get longer. Go over to the dang on glossary. Understand what things are. Understand what indications are. Understand what the labels are. Understand what the app specific labels are and how the app calculate things to understand what you're looking at before you just start using the site and saying, oh, I don't understand this, or this is wrong, or you're asking questions when those questions can be answered yourself if you go and look for the answer. You don't need somebody to tell you stuff all the time when you can go and look yourself. Why do I need somebody to tell me what time it is when I can go and look myself? You get what I'm saying? Why do I need somebody to tell me what do FB mean when I can go into Google myself and look up what does FB mean in baseball? You get what I'm saying? Stop wasting my time, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Got this guy talking about the label indicators. Dude, for a perfect example, cold spot. That's a favorable matchup. The reason why it's a favorable matchup, the pitchers allowed .449 slug. Slugging equals total bases per plate appearance. In the higher outer zone and locates there 11% of the time, a consistent weak spot. So this is saying that this is a weak spot for the pitcher. The hitter slugs .472 in that same zone this year. Power directly overlaps the pitcher vulnerability, letting you know that Dingler is a favorable matchup. It's the same side matchup, so it's a righty on righty. The pitcher holds a platoon advantage, which means it's a righty on righty or a lefty on lefty. If a pitcher holds a platoon advantage, it means the pitcher is facing the same side batter. So if he's a right-hand pitcher, he's facing the right-hand batter. If he's a left-hand pitcher, he's facing the left-hand batter. If it's a platoon for the batter, that means that he's a lefty facing a righty, or he's a righty facing a lefty, or he's a switch hitter. So he can put himself into a platoon. Learn ball, go and read. So same side matchup, pitcher holds a platoon advantage, batters tends to point or batters tends to post 25 to 35 points lower OPS versus same-handed pitchers on average. So what that means is any righty versus righty posts a 25 to 35 point lower OPS than the average batting average, or it's the opposite. So if it's a 23 or a 25 to 35 points lower OPS, that means righty on righties have a 25 to 35 point lower OPS than lefties on righty. Lefties on righty get you a better result. Platoon advantage, same thing that we talk about. That's kind of what you aim for. That's what you mainly see when you look at right-handed pitchers. Right-hand pitchers mainly give it up to lefties. He gives it up to righties, barely. Right-hand pitchers give it up to lefties. If you go to a left-handed pitcher, it will be the same exact thing. Left-handed pitcher gives it up to righties. He don't give it up to lefties like that because that's his same side platoon. He has an advantage, a lefty on lefty. It's a disadvantage when he's a lefty on righty. Now going back, my bad that I'm frustrated and I'm kind of mad at y'all, but bro, this guy just really pissed me off. So pissed me off trying to tell me what I need to do. That's one thing that you guys have to understand. Stop trying to tell somebody what they got to do. Now, say, could you or give somebody advice, but I'm not entitled to do nothing, bro. That's where y'all get it wrong. And that's where y'all piss me off at. Y'all make it seem like I'm entitled to do something. I'm not entitled to do nothing just because it's not favoring you. It's 5,000 other people, 6,000 other people using this site, and you think I gotta do something because of you? Man, watch who you talking to. I'm gonna just keep it real. Going back over though. Going back over to Dylan Dingler. The reason why it's saying cold spot batting first. If he's batting first, where they have him just projected, or it's just as of right now, you have to look at when lineups drop. Don't base your research off of pre-lineups. I hope you're not doing that. If you're doing that, I'm praying to you. But when lineups drop, where do you see Dylan Dingler getting you his most home runs this year? Fifth, fourth? You can take him third. You could take him second. You don't want this man in leadoff. That's a cold spot. 2025 leadoff, no home runs. That's a cold spot. Come on, bro. Talking about it's misleading. No, it's not, bro. You're not reading. Learn how to read, bro. Go and read. Please read. It's telling you exactly what you need to know. It's a cold spot, batting spot, favorable matchup versus the pitcher. Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all kill me, bro. Like I said, gambling and reading information or analyzing sports isn't for everybody. So don't try to say something is wrong or misleading because you don't understand it or because you decided not to take somebody. If this says cold spot or Cal Schwarber and he's batting second for some reason, and that's 100% understandable. But look at this. It's a tough matchup. It's not going to say cold spot. It's just a tough matchup for Cal Schwarber. A tough matchup. He don't like this spot, but he only has 2 spots. He only has 2 spots really as of this year that they put him, bro. So it's not going to say cold spot. B Marsh. Favorable matchup. Where does they have him batting? Batting third. Nothing off of him this year. Nothing off of him last year. So that's not going to say anything about his spot. It's just going to say favorable matchup. He don't bat third. So it's not going to say anything about his spot. Let me try to find somebody that it talks specifically about their spots. Juan Soto, don't bat leadoff. Cold spot. Tough matchup. Last year. Didn't bat leadoff. That's hot spot. If he's batting second, most used, it tells you. You have to read. Most used batting second, hot spot. But this year, if he's today batting first, cold spots. Jesus, read. Now let me get into my breakdown because I have actual people that's educated and want to make money and is waiting on me to do my breakdown. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be a dickhead, but bro, you gotta go into the site and read, bro. Stop bothering me, y'all. Stop bothering me with the BS, the stupidity, the ignorance, the I would say the common questions. The stupidity and the ignorance. like how I said, it bothers me, bro. I hate stupidity and I hate ignorance. Got a quick tour, like how she said, you have a quick tour. Like how I said, you have a quick tour. I don't feel like I should have to come in here and explain this every single day. Now, is it on me for not having tutorials? Yeah, but if you need a tutorial every day to use a gambling site or to use a research site, if you need a tutorial with everything, every site, man, you're one special individual. You're one special individual. Now let me go ahead back to my breakdown. Hopefully that was like my 5-10 minute rant. Yeah, that was my 5-10 minute rant, bro. That guy really bothered me. We already came in here and did our research though. So this should be a quick breakdown. My bad y'all for that 10 minutes. I probably gotta put like a PSA in the replies or on the header of this to let y'all know to skip ahead of the 10 minutes or listen and listen to me, but don't take it personal because yeah, I am kinda that guy pissed me off, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. I already be having to deal with a lot, such as replying to emails, helping people with the site that actually it's like having real questions about the site or giving me like tips, letting me know that something is broke. For example, when I click on the bullpen and I try to click on a bullpen picture, it goes blank. So that lets me know like, hey, I need to go in here and fix this. That's actually useful, bro. Stop coming and telling me what I gotta do on something because you're not understanding it. Or stop telling me this and this and this. You're like, bro, watch how y'all talking to me. Honestly, bro. I understand it's a professional spot, but it is customer service when you come in and you're trying to talk to me. So you would get a customer service response if I feel like you talking to me reckless out the side of your neck, or if you're just being ignorant. To be honest with you, I have no time for the stupidity. I have no time for the ignorance. Stupidity and ignorance is my biggest pet peeve. So yeah, now going into the breakdown as usual, we have a pretty good, pretty decent day, I'll say. Five vulnerable games. I think it's a full slate today, if I'm not mistaken, or we're a little bit shy of a full slate, like a few games that's possibly not playing today. 2, 4, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, it's 15, 14. No, 14 or 15. One or the other. I think we're one game away. But regardless, we're going to the vulnerable games. We're going to the games in a timely order. Vulnerable. My bad. Let me calm down. We go into the vulnerable games in a timely order. Then we go into the full slate in a timely order. I'll list off the stacks. I'll list off the danger batters. Or I'll list off the danger batters, then the stacks, whichever order I do it in. Then I'll give you guys my favorite, my second favorite, my third pick slash sleeper. Or if I give you guys a fourth pick, it will be a sleeper. There will be people that I name off that is long shots. Um, you can play the long shots if you want to. The long shots that I call out, I do not consider those as my picks unless I say straight bet them for sure. Um, for example, if I say Dylan Dingler, Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Tork, and straight bet Matt Vierland or um Winsell Perez, those are technically five names that I'm giving out, but two are straight bets, three are people that you can parlay. Is what I like, is how I do my breakdowns. Or how I list off my names. The people that is taking the notes, my notes taker. I need you guys to really listen to the names that I'm listing off. And make sure that you're getting every game, even if I say that I'm fading it, because there's other people that needs insights. The only reason why I'm saying this is because we were missing a few people from the notes yesterday that I was saying from the breakdown. It's no problem, but just make sure that you guys are getting every people, well, every game, every batter that I list off if possible, because when I post it for the Twitter and the replies, I want everybody to have the names, regardless of if I was playing that game or not. I don't want to force people to miss out on money. So, um, like for example, I said I wasn't playing a Toronto game yesterday, and Springer went, and I think somebody else went. Carson Kelly went, yeah, but Springer was our favorite from that game. He went, and yeah. But going into the breakdown, very first vulnerable game. Chicago versus Toronto. So we have Patrick Corbin on the mound. He gives up 3 home runs the last 5 games. Well, he's given up 3 home runs the last 5 games. None to lefties, 7 to righties this year, 5 to left, 23 to right the past 2 years. So we pretty much want to aim on righties. Or aim for righties. Ian had Justin Dean, Pete Crow, Michael Conforto, Matt Shaw, Seiya Suzuki, Pedro Ramirez, Miguel Amaya, and Michael Bush is your stack. Your danger batters is Ian Happ, PCA, Michael Conforto, Justin Dean, Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki is a righty, he hits off of lefties. Ian Happ is a righty, he hit off of lefties. You know PCA is in his bag. He don't really give it up to lefties like that, especially this year. But PCA is kind of a disciplined player. Very nice against the pitch mix. Does have home runs against left-hand pitchers as well. He only struck out against this pitcher twice. 4 out of his 15 home runs have been against lefties this year. So not a bad choice, but Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki is like the top two for sure. PCA is being pulled. Michael Conforto has a home run against them as well. Um, your danger batters, I think I said it, but Ian Happ, PCA, Michael Conforto, Justin Dean, and Seiya Suzuki. I would say Ian Happ is kind of our go-to. We know Ian Happ is our favorite. Seiya Suzuki is second. PCA is third. Now, if you want to swap PCA out for another righty, I would say take Pedro since he's a switch hitter, or look at Justin Dean for like a long shot sleeper lay. He haven't did anything that we can go off of. Only had 2 at bats like the past 2 years, but he is a righty. Seems like he's a power hitter from what I can see his last game. But he has a ground. He's like a ground ball merchant. So just take him with a grain of salt. The three that we have for sure, Ian have favorite. Seiya Suzuki second. PCA is our third. If you want to add a sleeper slash long shot, I would say Pedro Ramirez or Michael Conforto. Even though he don't give it up to lefties, Michael Conforto is the lefty to have a home run off of him. He has 5 home runs against him actually. So he's not a bad straight bet. So those would be a straight bet. Pedro Ramirez or Michael Conforto. Your parlayable people is Ian Happ, PCA, or Suzuki. In the order, it's Ian Happ, Suzuki, PCA. Now, when I say parlayable, you don't have to parlay. Depending on your bankroll and how you are managing or how you are wagering, you can play them on a straight bet. I don't feel like I have to go through and explain this, but it seems like I have to explain a lot on my breakdowns every day now. So people can understand what we do and how we do things, I guess, which isn't a problem because there's new people every day, but eventually you just gotta fall in line and understand or ask your questions respectfully. But yeah, Colin Ray versus Toronto. 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games. Ground ball rate is pretty 50-50. Same thing with both of these pitchers. But 4 home runs allowed to lefties, 8 to righties this year. 18 to lefties, 14 to righties the past 2 years. So your stack is Akumoto, Venezuela, Jesus Sanchez, Springer, Panago, Snyder, Ernie Clement, Andres Gimenez, Charles McAdoo. Um, Bouncing back over here, one thing I want to say is look out for Nico Horner. He could be a straight bet as well if you're liking him, but just look out for him if he plays. He potentially don't play or not. Um, but your stack, I mean, your danger batters for the Toronto is Akumoto, Venezuela, Springer, Sanchez, Snyder. You know, Springer is your heat check. I think somebody else in this game is a heat check. Gives it up 50-50 the past 2 years, but righties are having a field day with him. We can go with Springer again. Akumoto did try. He didn't fly out 300 feet yesterday. Or he's just haven't finalized. But he did try yesterday. So he could be a nice choice again. Sanchez is looking nice as well. But just if you ask me to keep it pretty simple and sweet, Springer, Akumoto, and then Valenzuela. Sanchez is kind of on the decline. You can probably see Snyder do it. Just probably not saying that he will be our pick. Um, the way that Brandon Valenzuela eyes is straight bettable as well. So those are our three. We have a favorite, a runner up, and then a sleeper. But your sleeper you can straight bet as well. If you're not liking Venezuela, I would say choose between Snyder and Panago. Panago is more parlayable than Snyder as well. But my three is Akumoto, Brandon Valenzuela, George Springer first, Akumoto second, Brandon Valenzuela third. We move over to the next game. Doing this in a timely order. Texas versus San Diego. Walker, one home run allowed the last 5 games. He's given up 1 to left, 4 to right, 9 to left, 18 to right the past 2 years. So we kind of leaning on both. Want to lean on the righty. Jock did hit a home run against them. Low K rate. My bad. Going back, your danger batters is Justin Foscue, Jock, Elias Diaz, Jake Berger, Wyatt Langford. I gotta clear my head. Just gotta stop thinking about it. Jock Peterson, Jake Berger, Brandon Nimmo, Justin Foscue, Elias Diaz, Wyatt Langford, Josh Jung, Al, and Ezekiel Duran is your stack. Jock, Jake, Brandon Nimmo is getting pulled as the top three. Justin Foscue is also being pulled as your fourth. Um, Justin, Jock, Elias Diaz, Jake, and then Wyatt. So I was liking Jake as kind of like my favorite. I would say personally, killing a pitch mix all the way across the board besides the cutter. That's our number one go-to. Wyatt Langford is your heat check. Haven't played yesterday, or he went yesterday. Okay, I did not know that he went yesterday. So he heat checked himself. Jake and Wyatt is kind of doing their thing. Cal isn't a bad choice if you ask me. Making contact off the pitcher. Josh Jung is just on a decline. Very disciplined off the pitch mix. I would say you can straight bet Josh Jung. Josh Jung would be a straight bet if, and this is if they put Ezekiel Duran is also your straight bet if you're liking him. He's not part of the straight bet collection for me. Josh Jung is the straight bet collection, but I'll personally say Jake Berger for sure. Brandon Nimmo is sneaking up for some reason. He has been flying out a lot. He keeps flying out. It's only going to be a Jock, Jake, Brandon Nimmo. Go with them three. He's probably going to do something. Brandon Nimmo, but Jake is our favorite. Jock is the second. Brandon Nimmo is the sleeper, or the third choice. If you want a straight bet, Josh Jung from this game, that's very nice, I would say. Or Elias Diaz is a kind of nice straight bet, but I would stick with just Josh Jung. Depending on the book that you use, Wyatt Langford is kind of a nice straight bet as well. But he's your heat check. So Wyatt Langford is a heat check. Note that down. Jake Berger is first. Jock Peterson is second. Brandon Nimmo is third. Your straight bet is Josh Jung. Moving over to the next game. Evelati gave up 7 home runs the last 5 games. And the lefties, 7 to righties this year, 6 to left, 16 to left, 11 to right this year. So pretty much 50-50. We can aim for both. Ty France just gave us 2 yesterday. He's your heat check. Gavin Sheets is my favorite for today. Manny Machado is the second choice. Um, Now Jackson Miro is the third choice. Third choice, sleeper bet. Nothing off the top three as of this year. Um, but was very nice off the top three last year. I lied. I lied. I lied. I lied. Oh, no, that was the three. That was the three. My bad, you guys. There was just a lot of people I came in here and looked at. So your top three, Gavin Sheets, number one, Manny Machado, number two, Jackson Murrell, number three. You can heat check Ty France on a straight bet. You could take Duran on a straight bet. Those are your two straight bets from that game. We move over. And Nathan Evalati is actually a solid pitcher. He can get you around 5Ks. I think the same thing with Walker. We could take Walker for around 4 to 5 for sure. These are just like for my builders. I mentioned this for my builders. So Washington, nope, going in a timely order. Colorado at Pittsburgh. Now we have Paul Skeens on the mound. He have allowed 3 home runs the last 5 games. Gave up 2 his last game that he started, back-to-back home runs, but he also gave you 10 Ks. So I'll say he can give you like 6 Ks, 7 Ks for sure today. If you want a lateral, like 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10, you could do it. But like 7 is completely solid for Paul Skeens. Like I told my Discord, one thing that I noticed when Paul Skeens is getting shelled, even if he's getting shelled, they try to, if he's at least having like a decent start, like 4 Ks to start him off before he gets shelled, they try to keep him in to at least cover his line because he is a Cy Young contender as well. So they have to keep his ERA balanced. If he just give off a lot of um if he have just like 4 strikeouts and he gives up a home run and they pull him, that will unbalance or that will inflate his stats, which 9 times out of 10 they don't want. So not trying to say Skeens is a stat pattern, but they just feel like regardless of him getting shelled off of, he can pull through, which he have been able to do the past few times that he's gotten shelled off of, besides this one game. I think he allowed this, like was getting hits like back to back to back. A lot of ERs and wasn't really commanding the ball well within like the first 3 or 4 innings, so they pulled him. But sorry, I got the hiccups. Skins, take them for Ks. You could take a Kareem. My bad. I got the hiccups. So you could take Cole Carrot, TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman. Kind of like your top three. Kind of leaning on Cole. Reason why I'm leaning on Cole is because we always see like nobody's crank off of the best pitchers. Always like weird guys that you wouldn't expect to crank off of pitchers, like schemes. Like look, Joe Mack, Herberto Hernandez, um, I mean George Springer, Bryce Harper, those are chalk people. Jordan Walker, JJ Weatherholt, like you wouldn't expect JJ Weatherholt to give one. We'll get one off of skins. CJ Abrams, Xander Bogaerts, like CJ Abrams kind of leaning on it. Kind of leaning on chalky, but like Xander Bogaerts, so when he gives it up, kind of like to nobody's. They don't really have anybody's besides Hunter Goodman. They don't really have anybody's besides Hunter Goodman since Mike Trout is injured. So I mean, not Mike Trout. Mickey Moniak. Jesus Christ, since Mickey Moniak is injured, so Hunter Goodman is kind of like the ace or like the chalk for sure from the team. If he knows that he could command and get him out, he kind of can toy around with these people. I wouldn't say he'll toy around, but he'll go a little bit less, a little bit loose on his arm, I feel like, as you can see. Then Cole is very disciplined as well. From what I've been seeing, Cole, TJ Rumfield are some very disciplined people. They don't really strike out a lot. Been doing my research, looking at a lot of YouTube videos on these players, getting a little bit of insights on like personal, I'll say intel. Like Cole don't really swing. He don't really have a chase rate. Don't really swing outside of the zone. He like balls that's inside the zone. Like he don't really, strike out a lot on top of that. So fresh into the league. I mean, he chased right there, but that's only one time out of all the plate appearances that we got from him. So that's just a little insight on schemes, I guess, and how I look at the game. Like I was, I have to do a full breakdown for, like, bro. Uh, but TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman, Cole, TJ, Cole, Hunter, TJ, however you want to do it, either one. I was saying the order don't really matter when it comes down to a get schemes. Those are the three that we're going with, and we're moving over to the other side because I feel like this video is going to be a long time. Now, Yuki Sugano versus Pittsburgh. 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 9 to left. I don't think I did my stack. My bad. I kind of got distracted. Your stack is Hunter Goodman, Cole, TJ Rumfield, Sterling, Braxton, Brett Sullivan, Jake, Troy, And then Willie Castro. Your danger batters is Hunter Goodman, Cole, TJ Rumfield, Brett Braxton. Going with our three still. Hunter, Cole, TJ Rumfield. I do feel like Brett Sullivan would probably be like that sneaky weird guy to do something as well. Now back to Yuki Sugano. 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 9 to lefties, 4 to righties. 29 to left. Well, 9 to left, 4 to right this year. 29 to left the last 2 years, and 17 to right the last 2 years. So he's pretty much giving it up to both sides. Bilal has a home run against them. Our go-to. Um, Brian O'Hearn and Spencer Hortz. You could take Brian Reynolds if you want to, but your stack or your danger batters is Brandon Lowe, Tyler, Esmerlin Valdez, Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn, Tyler Callahan. Your Pittsburgh stack is Brandon Lowe, Spencer Hortz, Tyler Callahan, Spencer Hortz. I don't know why I keep calling him Spencer Hortz. Spencer Hortz, Tyler Callahan, Brian Reynolds, Esmerlin Valdez, Ryan O'Hearn, Andy Rodriguez, Henry Davis, Marcel Zona. Now, like I said, Bilal, Spencer Hortz, and then Ryan O'Hearn is the three. Bilal is my favorite. Ryan O'Hearn is my second favorite. Spencer Hortz is the third favorite. No sleeper from that game. And yeah, we move over. Now the next vulnerable game in a timely order is this Arizona or the Baltimore at Los Angeles Dodgers. After this, we should just be able to breeze. Trevor Rogers, 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 1 to lefties, 8 to righties this year. 1 to left, 14 to righties the past 2 years. We want a righty. So lefty on lefty, Max Muncy don't crank off for lefties. Otani do have a hit off of him, but he's a lefty. Not too sure if his K rate. Otani is Otani. He could do it. But if you don't really give it up to lefties, we don't want to go with a lefty. Otani is chalky chalk anyway, so he's not going on the list. Dookie Betts. Dookie Betts is your heat check. Take Dookie Betts. Andy Paez is not a bad choice as well. I almost said not a good choice. Andy Paez will be our second choice. And our third choice, I don't really think I had a third. So I would just say Otani. And that leadoff spot is the sweet spot as well for the pitcher. So yeah, we just go Otani today. Doodoo Betts and then Andy Paez. Of course, Otani is your chalk. On the other side, we have Yoshi. Yoshi Mama. I said Mama. Yoshi Yamamoto. 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 3 to lefties. Well, 5 to left, 5 to right this year. 9 to left, 15 to right the past 2 years. Heat Gunner. Jackson Holiday is your sleeper / long shot. I would say Samuel Basallo. Samuel Basallo can potentially get it done. So he will be our 3, I would say. So Pete, Gunner, Samuel, Jackson Holiday will be your long shot. Adley has a hit against them, if I'm not mistaken, or no. Yeah, he haven't faced them. Adley's just been kind of selling us. So we're gonna fall back on Adley. Not a bad look today. You could take him, but I'll stick with the 3 that we said: Pete, Gunner, and then Samuel. Jackson Holiday will be a straight bet. Again, it's Yoshi on the mound. Take his Ks. Could get you like 6 Ks, 7 Ks. We seen Woo against them, get you 9 Ks. We seen Cal Bradish, I think it was, or it was somebody. Probably not Cal Bradish. I think Cal Bradish is their pitcher. Yeah, Cal Bradish is their own pitcher. It was somebody that was facing them that gave them 12 Ks or 10 Ks. So not a bad choice with that game. Now, last but not least, for the vulnerability games or the vulnerable games, Taj Bradley versus Zach Gallen. We got Zach Gallen, who's the vulnerable pitcher. 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games, and I don't think I did my stack for Baltimore, my bad, or Los Angeles Dodgers. Your stack is Andy Paez, so I'm all over the place. My bad for this breakdown. I'm still go upload it, but we all over the place today. The Dodgers stack: Andy Paez, Otani, Russian, Max, Ward, Mookie, Freddie Freeman, Tommy Edman, Cal Tucker. Your danger batters: Max, Otani, Ryan Ward, Dalton, Andy Paez. For Baltimore, your stack is Gunner, Jackson Holiday, Pete, Adley, Samuel, Jeremiah Jackson, Colin Cowser, Kobe Mayo, Sam Huff. Danger batters is Pete, Gunner, Adley, Samuel Basallo, Jackson Holiday. Now, going over to the Minnesota game. Zach Gallen, 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 6 to lefty, 7 to righties, 18 to left, 26 to right the past 2 years. Now, you know you have your heat checks, which is Royce Lewis. Ryan went 2 days ago. He didn't play yesterday. Um, so he went 2 days ago. So he's technically still a heat check. Royce Lewis is a nice look for a heat check. Cranks against righties. He gives it up to righties as well. Very nice against the pitch mix. Is in his bag. The past 7 days he didn't gave us like well, the past 2 weeks, I would say he gave us like 5 home runs, if I'm not mistaken. 4 home runs the past 2 weeks. Past 30 days, he didn't gave us four. Brooks Lee went 2 days ago, was a heat check as well. But your stack or your danger batters is Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, Ryan, Brooks Lee, Royce Lewis. Your stack is Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, Ryan, Brooks Lee, Josh Bell, Royce Lewis, Trevor Leonard, Kyler Fecko, Tristan Gray. We also did say Josh Bell could do it. I think we mentioned Josh Bell. So pretty much the same picks as yesterday. You know, this team, their bats is hot. You have Byron Buxton, favorite chalk, #1 person to go to. But outside of chalk, outside of Byron Buxton, because I feel like everybody could choose Byron Buxton without doing research just off of how his performance is. Cody Clemens, Royce Lewis, I'll say Josh Bell. Cody Clemens, Royce Lewis, Cody Clemens, Royce Lewis, Josh Bell. If you're not liking Josh Bell, you can swap him out for Brooks Lee. Nobody is a bad look from this team that I named. Brooks Lee is more on the straight bat side with his lines being like plus 900, plus 700. $20 on him, make 140 from the game. Cody Clemens, sleeper. Josh Bell. So Byron Buxton chalk. Royce Lewis would be second person. Josh Bell would be third person, or you can swap them around. It's so many people, y'all. Byron Buxton, Cody Brooks, Royce, Josh Bell, they all look good. It's Zach Gallen, very vulnerable. You just choose who you want. My note takers, whoever you guys want to put down, I'll take it. Won't be mad about this game. This game is like one of the best games you should be targeting. Now going over to Taj Bradley, is kind of an ace. Gave us 7 Ks, but also gave us 2 home runs. Been on the decline, like a roller coaster since coming back from his surgery. 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games. Did I do my stack for this game? I'm not too sure, but we'll go back over Byron Buxton, Cody, Ryan, Brooks Lee, Josh, Royce, Trevor, Kyler, and then Tristan. I know I did my danger batters for sure. Now for Taj Bradley, like I said, 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 8 to left, 3 to right, 20 to left, 10 to right the past 2 years. So you kind of want to lean on a lefty, but you also could take a righty, kind of like 50-50. This year, lefties just having a field year on them. So Corbin Carroll, heat check him, take him. Well, your danger batters Corbin Carroll, Cattell, Gabriel, Tommy Troy, Nolan Arenado. The stack is Corbin, Cattell, Gabriel, Vargas, Nolan, Troy, Jordan, Jorge, Adrian. I would say Corbin has a home run against the pitcher, 2 home runs against him, not striking out. You can take him. He's not the heat check, but Cattell is the heat check. Has a home run against him, not striking out as well. Could take him as well. Now I would say this. Nolan is a sleeper, my third choice. The reason why Nolan is getting chosen, even though he haven't been doing anything, is because Nolan, the other Nolan, went yesterday. Nolan Scan, man. From Arizona, he went. So I feel like today he can go. If you're like a Nolan Arenado, you can take him on a straight bet. Or Marino. So we have 4. Technically, Corbin Cattell is the top 2. Gabriel or Nolan is nice straight bets. You can take either one. I feel like I'm leaving out Vargas. Vargas is a straight bet as well. So that's like 3 straight bets against Taj. He is a vulnerable pitcher. He can get shelled. Or he could get you 6 Ks. So That's what I'm saying. Your parlay people is Corbin, Cattell. Your straight bet people is Nolan, Gabriel, and Vargas. They are very straight bettable. Now, about to zoom through this. Let's see where we're at. We're probably at like 30 minutes already. Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah. Let's zoom through this, go through the rest of the vulnerable games, go through the full slate. Now, I can't do Detroit because there's no pitcher. I'll just say Dingler, Carey, Spencer Tork for right now. Matt Vierlin is your heat check. Once you get a pitcher, come in here, do your own research, and yeah, Troy Melton versus the White Sox. 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 4 to lefties, 1 to righty, 8 to left, 4 to right. Your stack is Colson, Randall, Miguel Vargas, Drew Romo, Andrew Jr., Braden, Tristan, and Sam. Your danger batters is Colson, Randall, Miguel, Drew, Jr. Jr. is a heat check. Randall is a heat check. They are both not bad heat checks. Don't know if Jr. will be playing today. Don't know if Randall will be playing today. But Colson is your go-to today. Lefty, you want to take Colson. You want to take Big Ben. And you want to take Vargas. Pretty much self-explanatory. Same three. If you do not want to take Vargas for some reason, if you're not liking Vargas, swap Vargas out for Braden. Feel like Braden can give us another one today. Those are the 3/4 that we are liking from that game. We go over to the very next vulnerable game. In this game is wind blowing out left field 12 miles an hour. So very nice. The Cincinnati Andrew Abbott versus New York Yankees. 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 3 to lefties, 8 to righties, 5 to lefties, 25 to righties. Kind of want a lefty. 15 miles an hour wind blowing out to center field though. You know, Big Ben is the chalk, but Paul Goldsmith, Cody B, and Ahmed Rosario was the three that we're liking. You could potentially see Spencer Jones as well do something. But it's a lefty on lefty. Don't crank off for lefties as of this year. Not a lot of home runs against lefties last year. So wind blowing out 15 miles an hour, anything can happen. Your stack is Ben Rice, Paul, Ahmed, Cody, Jason. And I think I said, nope. I mean, your danger batters, my bad. It's Ben Rice, Paul, Ahmed, Cody, Jason. Your stack is Ben Rice, Paul, Ahmed, Cody, Jazz, Jason, Jose, Ryan, Spencer. Now, I just completely forgot that we put Jazz into our top 3 yesterday. And we just completely excluding this man. Now, he does crank off a lefty. So I'll say Jazz actually can go on the top. So we can go Paul Goldsmith, Cody B, and then Jazz. Now, it's ideal to go with your righties. You maybe see like Jose Caballero, Ahmed Rosario do it, Jason Dominguez. You could take them 3 as well. Not bad looks. This game should be a bang out. This pitcher is very vulnerable, but I'm sticking with my top 3. Will Warren, 1 home run allowed the last 5 games, 5 to left, 2 to right this year, 17 to left, 12 to right the past 2 years. Now his K line is pretty decent. He's like a roller coaster pitcher. He can give you 5 a lot, or he can just give you 3 or 4. Um, Giving up 1 home run in the last 5 games, pretty 50-50, so we can lean on both. JJ Bleday was my favorite. Sal Stewart was my second. And it goes the same as yesterday, to be honest with you guys, for this team. JJ Bleday, Nate Lau, Sal Stewart. Nate Lau haven't did anything in a while though, but yeah, that's not the same as yesterday. But we're taking JJ Bleday, Nate Lau, Sal Stewart. My bad. Your danger batters: JJ Bleday, Nate Lau, Sal Stewart, Spencer Steer, Novelli Marte. In your stack, JJ Bleday, Nate Lau, Sal Stewart, Spencer Steer, Novelli Marte, Suarez, Matt McClain, Will Benson, Dane Myers. Keep forgetting about this guy. He could be the person that does it, especially with this wind blowing out to center field. So instead of I swear though, Suarez was a switch hitter. Um, but it's saying that he's just a righty, so I must be tripping. But I swear he was a switch hitter. So JJ Bleday, Nathaniel Lau, Sal Stewart. Yeah, we need a righty in there. We got the righty, lefties. Spencer Steer isn't a bad look as well. Or Suarez. but we got our three and we move. San Diego versus Texas did that. Washington versus Tampa Bay. K. Cavelli. This is going to be the same three that we had as yesterday because he was supposed to be on the mound, but they switched him out. So 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 4 to left, 2 to right, 8 to left, 5 to right. Jonathan Aranda was our favorite yesterday. He went same thing. Like how I said, we're going with the same picks as yesterday because they switched this guy out. So we're just gonna stay with what we seen yesterday. Not gonna change. Jonathan Aranda favorite. Um, was it Ryan Velade as our second? I think we had Jonathan Aranda as our favorite. Cedric Mullins or Victor Mesa Jr. as our second. Um, but I know it was it Ryan? I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. So I'll just say this. Junior can go today. We did say Junior was our sleeper. Yandy or Cedric. That's what it was. Jonathan Aranda, Junior, Yandy, or Cedric Mullins. You can swap either one out. Cedric Mullins is more on the straight bet side. Well, he was. Yandy is more on the straight bet side. They both are on straight bet value. Just watch their odds. I would say Jonathan Aranda is kind of like our go-to. You can see I'm solid on Jonathan Aranda. Leaning on him, Hunter Fiduci. Well, who else went yesterday? Johnny DeLuca went yesterday. That's what it was. If you wanted, he check him. He's a straight bet. Not going on my straight bet list, but we're going Jonathan Aranda for sure. Favorite of the day, guaranteed our favorite of the day. Junior Caminero second, and then Yandy or Victor Mesa Jr. You can swap either one out for your third. Now, Ian Seymour, bullpen pitcher, 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. My bad, you're stacked. I keep doing that. Your danger batters, Junior Yandy, Jonathan Aranda, Ryan, Johnny DeLuca. Your stack is Junior, Jonathan Aranda, Victor Mesa Jr., Yandy, Cedric Mullins, Johnny DeLuca, Richie, Ryan, and Hunter Fiducio. Now, Ian Seymour versus Washington. 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 4 to left, 2 to right, 7 to left, 4 to right as of this year. So I mean the past 2 years. 4 to left, 2 to right this year. 7 to left, 4 to right the past 2 years. James Wood, Curtis Mead, and CJ Abrams. Um Luis Garcia, Julian Ruiz is your danger batters. Ruiz, James Wood, Curtis Mead, CJ Abrams, Luis Garcia Jr., Jacob Young, Dalen Lau, Dylan Cruz, and then Jose Tena is your stack. Luis Garcia Jr., CJ Abrams is a heat check, not bad. Um, Lefty on lefty, 5 home runs against lefty, 5 home runs against lefty. Yeah, James Wood, Curtis Mead would be your top two today. CJ Abrams and Luis Garcia Jr. is your heat check, so they can't go on the list. I'll say Ruiz is a straight bad sleeper. I'll go with them three. James Wood, Curtis Mead, and Ruiz. You want to swap out Ruiz, you can swap out Ruiz for Jacob Young. I feel like Jacob Young is a nice straight bet today. Could do it as well. Moving over to San Francisco versus Miami, Trevor McDonald. 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 4 to left, 0 to right, 4 to left, 1 to right this year. So pretty much the 4 that came to lefties the past, well, 4 to left, 1 to right the past 2 years. My bad, y'all. Pretty much the home runs that went to lefties the past 2 years is the same home runs that came from lefties this year. So this pitcher has like a decent K rate, averages around 5 Ks. Owen Casey is a heat check. Liam Hicks can go Ruiz, but I'm taking Cal Stowers today. Just going with them three only people that's been kind of doing something. Going over to the next game, Max Mayer, 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games. I don't want to do my stack for this game. If you want to see the stacks, you guys, just screenshot it. But I'm not feeling this team today. Max Mayer versus San Francisco. Same thing with this game. This can be a pitcher. Same thing with this side. So this could be a pitcher duel. 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 2 to lefties, 5 to righties, 7 to left, 12 to right. Now, your danger batters is Eric Hayes, Jonah Cox, Casey Smith, Bryce Eldridge, Willie Adames. Your stack is Bryce Elgis, Casey Smith, Eric Hayes, Rafael Devers, Willie Adames, Drew Gilbert, Matt Chapman, Jonah Cox, and then Victor Barracuda. You can see Bryce Eldridge, Casey Smith, Rafael Devers is your heat check as well. You can see them three do it. He does give it up to lefties and righties. That's the reason why Raphael kind of snuck in there. You can take Eric Hayes, not a bad. I mean, you can take Casey Smith, not a bad look today. If you want my actual three, Casey Smith, Matt Chapman, Rafael Devers, to be honest with you. Um, but you can choose anybody that you're liking. Bryce Eldridge has been pulled, Casey Smith, Eric Hayes, and then Rafael Devers. These are like your top four, top five. Bullpen pitcher can't. I mean, he's not a bullpen pitcher. He is a super good pitcher, though. What I meant, it's gonna be a pitcher, dude. He gives you like 5 Ks at least guaranteed. San Francisco doesn't have the hottest bats as well, and they're playing in a dome. So yeah, moving over to the next game, Kyle Harrison, pitcher duel. He is iffy. He can give you like 13 or give you 2. So like 3, 4, 12, 11. But 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 1 to left, 6 to right, 4 to left, 7 to right the past 2 years. So you kind of want 50-50 leaning on righties this year though. Your stack is Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Michael Harris, Jorge Mateo, Eli White, Ozzy, Mauricio Dubon, Dominic Smith, Morality Telez. Your danger bet is Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Michael Harris, Jorge Mateo, Eli White. I'll just go with your top 3. Even though your top 3 is lefties, I lied. I wouldn't go with the top 3. I'll go with Ozzy. I think Jorge Mateo is safe. You can take your chalk, which is Matt Olson as well. But we're going Ozzy, Mauricio Dubon, and then Jorge Mateo. Those were the 3 that we were liking. If you're liking on lefty, you can take the top 3, Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Michael Harris. But moving over to the very next game, Kyle Harrison, you can take for his Ks. Just be careful. Chris Sale not touching anybody from this team. Very good pitcher. Don't give up home runs. Haven't allowed any home runs last 5 games. Get you 6 to 7 Ks guaranteed. Jackson Cheerio has a hit off of him. Gary Sanchez have a hit off of him. Andrew Vaughn has a hit off of him. But the last time that I said this facing the ace, it was against Christopher Sanchez, and they put belt to that man behind. So your stack, your danger batters, Jackson Cheerio, Jake Bowers, Gary Sanchez, Bryce Terang, Andrew Vaughn. Your stack is Gary Sanchez, Jackson Cheerio, Jake Bowers, Bryce Terang, Andrew Vaughn, Garrett Mitchell, Cooper Pratt, Blake Perkins, Kristen Yelich. Yelich has hits off of him. Well, a hit off of him, let me be exact. Andrew Vaughn has a hit off of him as well, not really striking out. Jake Bowers haven't faced him. Gary Sanchez has a lot of hits off of him, struck out 10 times out of 28 plate appearances. And Jackson Cheerio as well. So I'd say Jackson Cheerio, Gary Sanchez, and like Andrew Vaughn. You have your usual go-tos, but those are lefty on lefties, and he don't really give it up to lefties like that the past 2 years. So we move over to the next game, New York Mets versus Philly. Same thing, could be a pitcher duel. Pitcher averages around 5 to 6 Ks. Freddie, that can get you around 5 Ks. Ken Spark can get you a super good performance, but he does allow home runs. So 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 9 to left, 1 to right this year, 17 to left, 14 to right the past 2 years. So the past 2 years, he's given up to both. This year, he's given up to lefties, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper. And we were going Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, as a sleeper. Those were our 3. Or Derek Hill it was. Gabriel or Derek Hill, you can swap either one out. I'm still waiting for Derek Hill to get his first with the team. It's coming soon. I feel like definitely feel like it's coming soon. As long as he keep his like this 50-50, feel like he'll be able to go, especially with his hard hit in his barrel. We just need the right day for him to go. Kyle Schwarber is your chalk, Bryce Harper, Gabriel, and Derek Hill, or yeah, Kyle Schwarber's chalk, Bryce Hill, Gabriel, or Derek Hill is the 3rd person. Danger batters, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Gabriel, Bryson Stott. Your stack is Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Gabriel Racones Jr., Bryson Stott, Edmund Sosa, Alec Bohm, Derek Hill, JT Realmuto. Over to Christopher Sanchez, same thing. Very good pitcher, could get you around 10 Ks, 6 Ks, 7 Ks. I'll say 7K, 6 to be safe, because he did kind of get shelled against Milwaukee. But the Mets is not Milwaukee. Juan Soto has hits off of him. Eric Wagman has hits off of him. But your danger batters is Juan Soto, Eric Wagman, Jared Young, MJ Melendez, Mark Vientos. Your stack is Juan Soto, Eric Wagman, MJ Melendez, Jared Young, Mark Vientos, Francisco Alvarez, Marcus Semien, Carson Bench, AJ Ewing. I was going with Mark Vientos today. Marcus Semien and Francisco, those are our three. If you want to go with Juan Soto, you can take. Nope, I lied. I lied. I lied. It wasn't Francisco. It was Eric Wagman. Eric Wagman. Not Mark Vientos. It was Francisco, Eric Wagman, and Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien has a very low K rate against him. Francisco Alvarez has a high K rate against him. Walked 3 times though, so you can potentially get walked. He can also do it as well. If you like him, Mark Vientos, I think he's straight bettable. Marcus Semien is straight bettable as well. Um, no, so I'll say this: Eric Wagman, um, Francisco Alvarez, and then Juan Soto is our three. Eric Wagman, Francisco Alvarez, Juan Soto. Then you can straight bet Marcus, or Marcus like in between parlay and straight bettable. That's the reason why I backtracked on him. Now Cleveland versus Houston, Joey Cantillo, where we at in this video? Almost at that hour mark. Joey Cantillo, 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 2 to left, 9 to right, 5 to left, 16 to right the past 2 years. So kind of want to go with a righty. Lefties, it's not really doing a lot. Christian Walker, we know he loves. Well, your stack, let me say this: danger batters: Jordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, Isaac, Jose Altuve, Jeremy Pena. Your stack: Christian Walker, Jordan Alvarez, Isaac, Jose Altuve, Jeremy Pena, Bryce Matthews, Cam Smith, Jake Myers, and then Raynel Delgado. I would say Christian Walker is the go-to today. It's Saturday. He loves performing on Saturdays. It's his like favorite day. Shooting for a milestone on Saturdays as well. Saturday, Christian Walker. Jordan Alvarez is the chalk. Don't really give it up to lefties, but you can take them. Haven't really been doing anything the past 7 days. Jose Altuve, righty. He gives it up to righties. Have a lot of hits against them as well. That can be our second choice. Then Isaac, haven't faced him, I don't think. He's faced him. Not really doing a lot. I'll say Cam Smith is more on the straight bet side. Same thing with Jose Altuve. He's more on the straight bet side. I'll say Isaac, Christian Walker, and AP gave us 2 yesterday. Isaac, Christian Walker, potentially JP. Jordan is the chalk, like I wouldn't say the favorite go-to, but you know, he's the chalk person. So um Christian Walker, Isaac. That's probably just gonna be my two. Everybody else is straight bettable. Got the dang on hiccups, bro. Spencer Arrighetti, 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 0 to left, 3 to right this year, 3 to left, 6 to right the past 2 years. Decent pitcher. Very good pitcher, actually. Not decent. He's a very good pitcher. Even when he has low K rates, he barely allows ERs or home runs. We said two home runs allowed the last 5 games. So 0 to left. Oh, Jesus, spit it out, Junior. 0 to left, 3 to right, 3 to left, 6 to right the past 2 years. I was going with Rice Hoskins today. Calvin Zardo. You can see David Fry do it today, or Brian Rocio. But those are the three that we're going with: Rice Hoskins, David Fry, and Cal Manzardo. Your stack is Rice Hoskins, Gabriel, Travis, Cal, and David Fry. Rice Hoskins is a heat check as well. Your danger batters, not your stacks. I'm not too sure which one I said. Getting late. Your stack is Rice Hoskins, Travis Bazana, Cal Manzardo, Daniel Schneeman, Khalil Watson, Gabriel Reyes, Brian Rocio, David Fry, Austin Hedges. I seen a video with him. Look out for him. There's gonna be he has a super high K rate because he tries to make contact. from the video that I was seeing. Um, I'll relink the video to my people that's listening to this that's in my Discord. I'll send you guys the video. I will really advise watching this about these prospects like TJ Rumfield, Cole, Khalil Watson. And there's a few other prospects that we should be looking out for. Um, but yeah, those are the people that we're going with from that game. And I think that's every last game now besides this one. Wilbert Urena, um, 5 home runs projected. So he's a pretty good pitcher from what I can recall. Yeah, pretty good pitcher. Averages around like 5, 6 Ks. Gives up a few home runs though. 2 to left, 3 to right. Well, 3 allowed the past 5 games. 2 to left, 3 to right this year. 2 to left, 3 to right the past 2 years. Win is one to right field. Nick Kurtz. Day late. No, everybody needed this guy yesterday. I feel like he's a few days late for people, but give him time. He's gonna go. Shea. You got Tyler Soderstrom as well. Jonah Heim is a heat check. Could be a nice little heat check. Does have home runs off the top 3, I think, if this will load. Unless this is his K rate all the way across the board. I doubt that. Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, you could heat check Jonah. We know they're kind of in there Duffy. Wind is blowing out a lot, so Nick Kurtz, Shea, they late as well. Wasn't like in the spot he was in. They had him batting. I think it was 4th yesterday. I think. Don't quote me on that, but your danger batters: Nick Kurtz, Shea, Jonah, Tyler Soderstrom, Zach Geloff. Your stack is Tyler Soderstrom, Nick Kurtz, Shea, Jonah, Alika, Carlos, Zach, Max, Kobe. Max is a heat check as well. I would just say take your top 3. You can add Toller. You can swap out Tyler Soderstrom for Jonah Heim if you want to. But this isn't a bad stack right here, honestly. This 5 isn't a bad stack to choose from. Now, the Los Angeles and Angels. JT Jim versus the Angels. 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 5 to lefties, 3 to righties. 15 to left, 10 to right the past 2 years. So you pretty much giving it up 50-50. 50-50 kind of pitcher as well. Your danger batters: Jose Siri, Zach, Donovan Walton, Oswald Peraza, Wade Meckler. Your stack is Zach Neto, Jose Siri, Denzer Guzman, Donovan Walton, Wade Meckler, Oswald Peraza, Joe Adele, Vaughn Grisham, Logan O'Hoppe. Now, I'll say Zach Neto, of course, has a home run against the pitcher. Jose Siri is your heat check. They say look out for him. Oswald missed out on the fun yesterday. It's like Squidward looking out at Patrick and SpongeBob having fun. Logan O'Hoppe is your heat check as well. He gave us like 2 the past 7 games, or at least 2 the past 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2 the past 2 weeks. So not a bad look. Personally, I was just personally only liking or really liking Zach Neto and Peraza. Joe Adele was the 3. I'll just say I'll go with. You maybe see somebody else though, like Jose Siri. Somebody else do something against them. Donovan Walton. Like I said, come in here and do your own research. Find out who you're liking. My 3 is just Zach Neto, Peraza, Joe Adele. Zach Neto first, Joe Adele second, Peraza's third. You probably see Logan O'Hoppe do it. So I'll put him in there. It's like a honorable mention 4th. But that's the full slate breakdown. Is this the full slate breakdown? No, it's not. Jesus, I thought I was done. Boston at Seattle. Canella early. 7 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 4 to lefties, 10 to righties. 4 to left, 10 to right the past 2 years as well. Decent pitcher. Gives up a lot of home runs though. So no, he gives it up to righties. Said we want to go with righties yesterday. Go with Julio. Pretty much stack your same righties. He's a lefty. These guys don't hit off of lefties. These three. So we want to go with Cal, Julio, Mitchell Garver. I said Mitchell Garver, Mitch Garver. Potentially see Connor Joe or Weston Wilson. Mitch Garver is more on my favorite side. And I'll say Julio, Cal, Mitch Garver is the three I'll go with. If you want to play anybody else, you could. Your danger batters is Dominic Canzone, Luke Rayleigh, Colt, Julio, JP Crawford. Your stack is Dominic Canzone, Luke, Colt, Julio, Connor, Weston, Wilson, Mitch Garver, JP Crawford, and Cal. But like how I said, these who don't really hit off of lefties. Don't hit off of lefties at all. They stink against lefties. Struck out twice against lefties yesterday. Um, Struck out once against lefties. No flyouts, no deep flyouts. They're righty performers. Now, Emerson Hancock, decent pitcher. Just want to start off by saying that. Um, 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 7 to left, 4 to right, 19 to left, 7 to right the past 2 years. Going with JD today. Rafaela, Wilson Contreras. The danger batters is Wilson Contreras, JD, Rafaela, William Brew, Caleb Durbin. Your stack is Wilson Contreras, JD, William Brew, Caleb Durbin, Nate, Andrew Monasterio, Rafaela, Carlos, and Connor. If you're not liking Rafaela, swap Rafaela out for Caleb Durbin. He has gone 2 days in a row, shooting for 3 days in a row. So that's the full slate breakdown now. Going over to show you guys the top 10 threats for today. Byron, Bilal, Ben Rice, Jordan, Cal Schwarber, Hunter Goodman, JJ Bleday, Corbin, James Wood, Otani. To be honest with you, it could be as easy as Corbin. Byron, same game parlay too, man. And Cal Schwarber. Or Ben Rice, Byron Buxton with Corbin on the same game. Or B and B should be able to splash today on the 2-man. Given one parlay. I know the parlay that I played yesterday, only Ben Rice went. So today, we gonna go with Big Bucks Truck. We gonna go with Big Bucks Truck. We should be able to get a home run from Big Bucks Truck today. We gonna go with B Loud. You could run a 3 Bs. I know I said this like 2 days ago, but Byron Buxton, Brandon Lau, I would say Byron Buxton, Brandon Lau, George Springer. I feel like that's a solid 3. You can run it either or with this because the second leg is gonna just come from the opposite side. You can run Ian Happ or Suzuki. I'll go with Ian Happ. I'll personally go with Ian Happ. Ian Happ, um, Corbin Carroll, and then you can go with Ryan O'Hearn from this game. Or if you want to go a little bit more like chalky, safer, you can go with Curtis Mead. I think that'll bump it up to a little bit more value. So it's not like chalky, but you can go Curtis Mead, Ian Happ, and then Corbin Carroll. That's a nice 3-piece. I feel like Corbin, Ian Happ, Curtis Mead. Then we got Byron, Bilal, and it was Byron, Bilal, and somebody else. I can't remember. Now, one more. I know this is 3 plays. I will post them. I'll come through and listen to this myself and post them. You can take Ben Rice, but tired of chasing chalk. Let's go Paul Goldsmith. Let's go Paul Goldsmith on this long shot later today. We want Goldsmith. We want Akumoto. And Akumoto, Paul Goldsmith. Akumoto, Paul Goldsmith. And let's go Brooksley to finalize that with some super juicy value. Akumoto, Paul Goldsmith, Brooksley, three piece, B Lau, Iron Buxton, and there was somebody else I can't remember. Um, a B Lau, Byron Buxton, and somebody else. Then we had Ian Happ, Corbin Carroll, and I can't remember. My memory's fried. I'm gonna listen back. We had an hour and 10 minutes. I've been right here long enough. Pretty much an hour, because 10 minutes of it, well, 40-minute video technically. 50-minute video. 10 minutes was of me ranting, and 10 minutes of it was pretty much me going through making parlays. So I'll go through literally soon as this upload. I'll go through and post those slips, or I'll listen. So give me like 5-10 minutes to just get ahead to the end of this video. Post those three slips. They are pre-lineups. If you're liking them, play them. If you're not liking them, don't play them. It's looking like a pitcher day. That's the reason why you see me just attacking certain games. Take your pitcher Ks for sure. You can build like a 5K, 6K later day with a few people. Uh, Tomorrow should be a better day, I would say, to close this out, because all of our aces will be off the mound. We have Christopher Sanchez today, Paul Skeens today, Chris Sale today. Um, we had Otani like 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, it was 2 days ago, not yesterday technically. We had we have Yamamoto today. So it's looking like Sunday will be like a weird day, but it will possibly be like a leaning towards a chalk day, if you get up what I'm saying. But y'all enjoy your night. Listen to the video. Kind of was all over the place. We'll clean it up tomorrow. I'm out.